My love for fashion started when I was 6. I thought I was a princess, and I loved dressing up and all the accessories and the shoes and just the hair stuff. Always was a total fashionista. I drove my mom crazy, always wanting to go shopping and buy all the things. And when I was 8, I wanted to be a teacher. When I was 12, I went back to that princess thing. And I've pretty much been set on that ever since. So here I am at 30 and still working on it. So when I graduated high school, I took 2 years off and I became an aide for a school because I wanted to pursue being a teacher. And I worked there for 2 years, and I decided that I was going to go to college because I wanted to pursue that career to be a teacher. I started out at a community college, and that's where I met my husband. So I met my husband in English class. I walked in and immediately, I just was walking toward the back of the room because, to be honest with you, I was 20, I was going because I wanted to have a career one day, but I still wasn't really ready to be an adult yet. So I was headed towards the back of the class, and he was in the second row, and I walked by him and immediately was like, oh, he's really cute. So time went on, and eventually, and his mom's gonna hate me for saying this, but he moved to the back of the class because he wanted to sit by me. And the rest of it was pretty much history. I decided that I didn't want to be a teacher anymore. I had a free spirit. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to make my own time. I wanted to pursue being creative. So I decided I was going to go to hair school. So I became a cosmetologist. Britton and I got married, and we moved to Denton. I was doing hair, but I was there all night. I was working crazy hours. We didn't spend a lot of time together, and then I decided I was going to go try something new. I was going to go work retail part-time because I had days off work from doing hair. Why not? Why not fill my time with something else? So I went to work for a really big retailer. I ended up loving it and decided I wanted to do that full-time. I became an area manager for this company. I was traveling. I was managing stores. I loved it. Then we welcomed our first son, and that was just chaos of working late hours, working all the weekends. I never really got to spend time with my family. So our first baby was a little over a year old when I decided, I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And Britton was like, okay, don't. So I put in my notice, and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I just knew that I had a plan and that something was in store for me that was way bigger than I could have ever imagined. So I just took a leap of faith, and within 3 days of me quitting my job, I get a phone call. 23-year-old me driving with my husband on our anniversary trip, just quit my job, no clue what I'm going to do. Luckily, he's supportive. My mom's like, follow your dreams. At that point, I didn't know what my dreams were. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I get a phone call from this random phone number, and it's Felicia, and she's like, hello, this is Felicia, and she's all peppy, I'm supposed to know who she is. And I'm like, hi, Felicia, how's it going? And she's like, I heard you had interest in working in a boutique. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really have a whole lot of interest in doing that. I needed a job. I needed something to do to keep me busy, but not overwhelm me. I really didn't think that Glitzy Girlz was going to be something I did for a long time. It was going to be something I did, and we would find something new, because that's kind of what my trend was. I just didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't know what was going to fulfill me, so I just kept searching for it and looking for it. And I told my husband, I was like, well, I guess I'll go talk to her when we get back. What could it hurt, right? So we get back from our trip. I go visit with Felicia, and she's like, I just need someone part-time to help work in the store. She had just pretty much opened it, and she's like, I just need someone part-time that can help work the store. And I'm like, no problem. I have all this retail experience. This is perfect. I had no idea then that I would end up taking over the store, managing the store, creating a schedule. Girl, there was no schedule. People just came and they wanted to come and they left. And I was just like, what is this? Like, this is a free-for-all. Like, Felicia, what are we doing? And she looked at me and she said, I trust you. She didn't even know me from Adam. She said, I trust you. Whatever your judgment is, whatever we need to do to make this store better, do it. And she has been telling me that ever since. In the stores, Felicia was always super passionate about having the curvy side. When I started, it was a rack, and then it built into a wall, and then it built into an entire half of the store. Then eventually we were doing 70% was curvy, and then we put it online, and it just blew up because there's a demand for it. There's a need for it. People can't find it anywhere, and it's not cute if you do find it, or it's super expensive. And we are curvy women, so we wanted to make sure that we were able to supply the demand. So we went from one rack to, I would say 85% of our store now is curvy. And not only 85% of it, every piece of it is completely designed and made in-house by Glitzy Girlz. My name is Jessica Crump. On June 3rd, I will be 30 years old. I am the COO, the Chief of Operations of Glitzy Girlz Boutique. And I am not the queen, but I am the princess.